It's hard to hear your obituary. In our business, you're only as good as your last story. I'm very honored to be here and happy to get acquainted with McDaniel College. Mostly happy to meet with the leaders of tomorrow, all of the students here. That's what you will be in the 21st century. It will be your world. Don't blow it. There will be so much riding on you and much expected of you to right so many of the wrongs that we have perpetrated. How primitive can you get to start a new century with a war of choice? We have a president who decided to attack a country that did nothing to us. I say, cry, the beloved country. So we have so many wrongs to right before our country gets back its honor. Hopefully, the American people will not accept this president's primitive drive for war without end. What can he be thinking? More than that, why do Americans tolerate such a dumbing down of our country? American people soon will say enough is enough. It is wrong to ask the ultimate sacrifice of friend and foe without a good reason, an acceptable reason. And we have yet to hear that what the real reason why we went into Iraq, and I say truth took a holiday. President Bush struck a match across the Middle East, which has always been known as a tinderbox. Every history teacher here teaches that every year, I'm sure. He invaded Iraq under false pretenses, and we now occupy that destroyed country. And we're warning them, if they don't shape up and do what we tell them to do, we might just pick up our marbles and go home. They should be so lucky. Who are we? And what have we become? Whose war is this? Thousands are dead, thousands wounded, and to this day you cannot get a straight answer on why we attacked a third world country. We had a chokehold on Saddam Hussein. Couldn't make a move. We had tightest economic sanctions, satellite surveillance. We were bombing Iraq every other night in the no-fly zone, so-called. We have 40 years of this now, 4 years of this. First we have to find out, of course we know that terrorism has to be fought, that we are the target, but first we have to find out what is terrorism? What caused it? Is it politics, religion, our foreign policy that has compelled this hostility against our country, which never existed before? We are no longer the most admired country, one to be emulated in the world. This is the time to start thinking of a peaceful solution to set our world right again. We won the 60-year Cold War with the former Soviet Union with exchange students, exchange teachers, the voice of America, the Pope, blue jeans, rap music, and when the Russian leader Mikhail Gorbachev lifted the Iron Curtain a bit, let some of the democratic ideas come in. Love of freedom is contagious, and we did keep our powder dry. You cannot shoot people in their own country to liberate them. They should be the Grateful Dead. As you can tell, I'm against the invasion and the occupation of Iraq. It is illegal, immoral, and unconscionable to wage a war against a country that did nothing to us. The war is in its 5th year now, and the killing still goes on. I'm sorry to be such a downer, but it's your world we're talking about. No man is an island. I do believe that the country is ready for a big change. We have a woman Speaker of the House, a woman Secretary of State. In the meantime, we have a president more and more isolated And speaking of victory in Iraq, he has 2 years to go. He has a right to worry about his legacy. If he does, the presidency is the top of the mark. Ain't no other place to go. So one should always want to try to do the right thing. But time is running out. Of course, the president is ignoring the will of the people to cut our losses. They're keeping up the charade at the White House that we were invited into Iraq. And I remember asking Ari Fleischer, if they asked us to leave, would we leave? No way. But what is victory and what is defeat? We might try to remember that it's their country. The president's popularity polls have been hitting in the 30s, and the White House is circling the wagons, under siege. Very reminiscent of the early stages of the Watergate Nixon era. Right now, a scandal involving the politicization of the Justice Department with the firing of 8 prosecutors has engulfed the White House again. We have an Imperial Presidency, apparently answerable to none, aided and abetted by chicken Democrats who fiddle with timetables, benchmarks to hold back the dawn when they have to show some courage.